All right. How we doing there, viewers? Shy Beer Guy here. Tonight rather, I'm doing a late night review. Today I'm doing Hop Butcher's Blazed Orange IPA. It is a Citra and Simcoe hopped American IPA. What makes it American, I don't know. But I'll read you the specs real quick. So it's 6.5 alcohol by volume. Obviously Citra and Simcoe hopped, so that's nothing... no mystery there in terms of the hop variety, but Hop Butcher is out of Chicagoland area. It's north, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, North Chicago. Hop Butcher, maybe you can correct me, but something that I really enjoy. Hop Butcher does a lot of really good stuff, and they're still on the lower level scale in terms of Chicago breweries, but they do put out a lot of consistently good beer. So I'm going to jump right into it, do it real quick. So I was actually recommended this by one of my beer friends on Instagram. If you have a chance, go check him out. His name is Craft Juice Bomb. He's a local beer drinker in the Chicagoland area, and he's actually launching his website pretty soon. So his handle on Instagram is, like I said, Craft Juice Bomb. So go ahead and give him a check if you're into the beer scene. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a review. I've heard a lot of good things. I have had this previously, but I didn't take the time to enjoy it, to be honest with you. But today I'm doing that. So the color right off the bat is somewhat translucently orange. It's a really bright orange hue. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, in my crazy cool looking Hop Butcher glass. It's like kind of a translucent looking orange color, and it looks pretty good. It looks like really light orange juice, which is what I heard. It's pretty orangey. And from what I recall, it is pretty orangey if I jog my memory back a little bit. But the head retention is very minimal on this glass. There's about, as you can tell, there is probably about, what is that, a half an inch of head retention there. There doesn't look to be a whole lot of crazy lacing as I swirl this around the top side of the glass. Even with the head retention at the top, the lacing is very minimal. But it looks good. Jump into the smell. Very bright, citrusy, definitely hoppy smelling. With Citra and Simcoe even, those are two hop varieties that I feel have always been very pungent. So it smells very lively is probably the word. I would say floral and lively are the two words I would use to describe the smell of this beer. But it does smell really delicious, and the color is, kind of perfect considering it's not technically a hazy style. It's just an American IPA, but it's got a nice orange color to it. I really do like the color on this. It's bright. I stepped up my lighting game today so you can catch a little bit more of what the beer looks like. But let's jump into the taste. Yeah, it's nice. So, like I said, Citra and Simcoe, you catch a lot on the aromatics with that. It's pretty evident, and it's evident in the initial taste as well. So right off the bat, you catch some of that. Citra and Simcoe, and it's actually almost immediately afterwards you catch a lot of orange juice. You do. It's very subtle and not very long lasting, but it's very evident. And then that orange juice is kind of swept away with some basic bitterness in terms of IPAs, basic hop bitterness. So bitter on the forefront, bitter on the back end, but that middle is just very orangey, very orange juice like. It's sweet. Um, it is on the citrusy side. You know, you catch a lot of citrus, sweet, like I said, orange, juicy kind of flavor, but it doesn't last very long, which is okay with me. It's overall, um, it is pretty well balanced. It's a nice, easy drinking, pretty tasty beer if you like the citrusy, orangey looking stuff. I do like this a lot, actually. I heard good things, and I recall it being good the first time I tried it. And that's good. When I get more of a mouthful, I get a lot more of that orangey flavor, and that bitterness kind of dies out as you keep sipping on it. So this is actually really good. This is one of those beers, the more you drink it, the better it gets, which is awesome. I love beers like that. And Hop Butcher, you guys always do a great job at whatever it is you're putting out there. And this one did not disappoint. The can, however, the graphics, I was expecting a little bit more because normally you do a little bit more in terms of the graphics you put on your can. But it's very noticeable. It's very flagship like. If this was, if you were going to declare a flagship, this would be the style that I would go with in terms of graphics on the can. So I'll hold that up. Pretty basic, pretty simplistic, but it does have that Hop Butcher feel, with the text font that they're using and the very slight intricacies in that. But overall, like I said, really good tasting beer. The mouthfeel is juicy with a slight bit of bitterness, but it feels easy. The more you drink it, the more orangey it becomes. It's juicy. It's very juicy tasting. So, it feels like juice in your mouth. It's sweet and it's tasty. It's not too overwhelming in terms of body. Probably say a medium to light body. Nothing crazy, and nothing crazy on the hazy scale either. It's just a really nice orangey, great colored. I love the color on this beer, considering it's just technically speaking a regular IPA. But it's very orangey tasting. It's delicious. And like I said, the mouthfeel is just, it tastes like juice. The more you drink it, it just goes down like juice. And I'm going to continue to drink this. I'm drinking it pretty fast too. It's like, even watching it come out is like orange juice. But I am going to tell you the rating that it got on Beer Advocate. So real quick, so on Beer Advocate, it got a 3.86 out of 5. I really like this a lot, and I feel like I say this with all the beers I've been reviewing lately, but I do it on a scale of 1 to 10. I give my ratings on a scale of 1 to 10. I am going to give this, I'll probably give it an 8.8 out of 10. And that's actually being, that's for the sake of being less generous than I have been. And don't get me wrong, Hop Butcher, you guys did a great job with this. I fucking love it. It's great. But I need to have some type of line where I draw the line, because normally I do this hazy stuff and this all these different types of beers, but they're all generally the same. This is actually really good. But so I'm gonna put my foot down on an 8.8 out of 10. Like I said, on Beer Advocate, I got a 3.86 out of 5, and I think that's a fair rating. But overall, this is a solid beer, and I really I enjoy it. So cheers to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. There will be more to come. I am going to be at Chicago Beer Fest this Saturday, which is at the Field Museum. And I'm really excited for that. That should be a lot of fun. So if you want to stay up to date on what I'm drinking, I do have VIP passes. So I believe that entails an hour, attending the event an hour earlier, and I will gain access to certain beers that general admission will not. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for that. But if you want to stay up to date on what I'm drinking there, follow my Instagram page, same handle, Shy Beer Guy, or follow me on here, and you'll be able to see what it is I'm drinking and doing up there at that time. It should be a lot of fun. There's a lot of great breweries that are going to be there. Oh, also, I am going to be reviewing Goose Island's 2017 Proprietors Bourbon County Stout. And for those that aren't familiar with that variation, that is the Bananas Foster-like variation that I've heard. It tastes like a lot like Bananas Foster. I know it's made with banana, cashew bark, as well as other, maybe almond as well, I believe. I'll have to read the bottle again. But Proprietors usually every year is pretty solid. I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got a lot coming up. But anyway, guys, if you like the review, give it a like, give it a share even, or comment, say cheers. If you're drinking a beer, or if you plan to later on, or if you plan to have one this weekend, just give me a like and a cheers emoji. I'll be happy with that. Anyway, guys, take it easy. This is Shy Beer Guy signing off.